Hey, love bugs, it's Roslynn back at you one more again. I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my grown, extended, beautiful family, as always, thank you so much for the love and support. It's truly appreciated. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell at the bottom so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback to the content of my video, or you're just telling me about your empathic gift, how it impacts your life and heading you towards a positive direction. And if you feel like the videos are uplifting or just give you good vibes, you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or even a fellow empath that may be going through some trying times at the moment and needing confirmation, validation towards life path or even soul purposes, or just even spiritual guidance. So if you can, please share, and while you're at it, give your girl a thumbs up, like, and also share in the social media favorites wherever you see fit. As always, thank you so much for the love and support. It's always appreciated, and I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. As always, y'all, I appreciate it. I had to take off a few days for myself. Universe is like, okay, you've been doing a lot, and we appreciate you, but now it's time for you to, just to take care of yourself right now. And even though it felt like the longest week, it was something I truly needed within myself, because it was just so much changes that were taking place in my life. Whether there was heavy things that I was still dealing with, or, just facing a lot of truth within my life that I really had to be, insightful about it within my vibes of transition. So it makes me feel a lot better for what I'm going through. It actually taught me a lot as well. So, just being able to see all the different things that was going on, because the more you clear, it's like the more insight comes into you that, it could be certain things that you were not focusing on or something like that, or you stayed focused on too much. But before I get started into that, my video today is Twin Flame 101. Heyokas, leave your concerns to God. On the evil doing of others, you become untouchable. And you are, everything that goes on in our lives, it can be very hard, especially when you're in a human experience. You try not to take things personal, even if it's directed towards you. It really don't have nothing to do with you, even though it's directed towards you. But it's like that reminder. It's just really showing you how people feel about themselves that they projected onto other people. And these are those things that really help you grow, and I've been looking at a lot of things that I've been going through within my presence, from my day-to-day life, that certain energies that I'm around, or even within my past. There was so many different things that has really, really messed me up. And there are certain things that I was really, holding on to that I realized I was really holding on to unsubconsciously. But a lot of times those things tends to happen where it's showing you where your initial steps need to go to. If you're in a situation where you're so past ready to get done with it, you already know what other things that anything that you stay focused on, whether if you're like conversating with somebody, or you have one of those good friends that y'all are just venting into and stuff like that. And when you allow yourself to really start seeing, hey, this is the part of my life that, even after a conversation, it's just like, I need to really get myself in check. These are the things that I can't change within my life. God is always telling me, leave these, surrender your pain towards me. Allow yourself to not focus on what other people's doings are towards you. Karma has a way of working out, better than you can actually do. Because a lot of times you have to understand, I had to remind myself, is how people do you is their karma. How you react to it is theirs. And, a lot of times don't even wish nothing on them. Like there'll be certain things you just want to just start texting and stuff like that. And it'll be that spirit to tell you, don't even do it. Don't even reply. Don't even do it. Because a lot of times when you're dealing with people, especially if it's like sociopaths, psychopaths, as well as narcissists, when they know what would be that sore thumb to you or a pet peeve to you, and they know if they're trying to really get a reaction out of you. And it could be something, you can be calling them all the names up under the moon, except the child of God and name their mama gave them, and that it doesn't matter whether it is being hateful, or you're being, joyful towards them. It's all the same, because it's just like, their thoughts and their actions is on your breath like liquor, basically how Beyonce say it. Your thoughts and actions are about that. But a lot of times you have to understand these things are happening to you for you to get a hold of your life, where certain things are still messing with you, or there's certain things that's taking place that you have gone without focusing on, like allowing yourself to really, allow myself to really just understand why are these situations still bothering me? What is it about these people? Because a lot of the ones that you're dealing with is like karmic cycles that is showing so much insight on where you need to heal at, what's the life lesson within that circumstance, within that person, that sequence, and that situation in that chapter. When we can learn from that situation and appreciate it, because it's at times when you're going through so much, and that's what I was doing. But it was like I was going through a very huge transformation, because I'm stepping out my comfort zone, and I'm continuing to press myself out comfort zones, and just being able to appreciate everything that has taken place in my life, whether it was good or what was bad. There's a lot of different things where I'm starting to move within my intuition and my intuitive. If they're telling me, hey, even though you may have a good connection with this person, the life lessons has already been met. Now it's time for you to break off. Or you start seeing people's true colors and certain things. Like, you probably had that gut feeling before, like, okay, this person is not in my life for genuine reasons, but I really like that person. I really feel like we have chemistry. And a lot of times, if that's the gut, it's just an illusion anyway of what they want, how they wanted you to see them when they're having, they're doing a little, stab back kind of trife stuff behind your back. But then you can still, it took me a long time for me to say, you know what? I appreciate what that person showed me, even though this is not what I pushed out or projected, it's just showing you that. And I know there was one, I was cleaning up the other day and was just thinking about different things that happened in my life, because it was like, I guess it was like old wounds that started coming up. And we're dealing with, the full moon of Aquarius right now, which I didn't get into a conversation about that. Oh yeah, I'm having my live chat after this video in case y'all watch it. It should be starting what time? Yeah, less than 20 minutes, probably about 20-25 minutes. But going through that, and it was just like something was telling me, when you have people that's in your life that you have really been a positive vibration with them, you have been a genuine friend, genuine lover, benefit, family member, sibling, daughter, son, whatever, baby mama, baby daddy, husband, wife, or whatever, and these people just do something out of the zone, like, dang, you are that trife. And it's just like, you didn't give them a reason to, but it's just the whole point. You don't have to. And I knew it was like, when I said this, and I felt that from the depths of my chest, a lot of times when you have dealt with a person that is not worthy of their own self, worthy of self-love, or worthy of anything that's positive happened to their life, because maybe this wasn't instilled into that person, or maybe from the experiences they had, they're not used to somebody being very genuine. Because it's like, even with me, when I feel somebody has actually got genuine vibrations with me, I feel like it's a setup. At the time I'm like, wait a minute. But now it's blessed. It's a blessing to me, where I feel like there's people in my life that are very genuine, and I appreciate that. Even the ones that, they're coming to seek out to destroy me, I appreciate you too, because it's like, when I don't allow myself to really, touch base with that situation the way I used to, I allow God things to move mountains for me. And those are the things that show you, even when you are that genuine person, you have to understand, if they have not experienced that in their life, or everybody's been in their life that always like took from them, took advantage, manipulate, or whatever, you're gonna have to understand they're gonna put you in the same category with those folks that didn't do right for them. And then you have to be able to allow yourself to set free. Because I know I was listening to this dude the other day. I love him to death, because he be having me laughing. This dude named Big Sexy on IG. And he said the exact same thing to me. Them generational curses of just being self-destructive. It ain't even just like, you don't love your worth, but you're self-destructive within your whole vibration. And a lot of people just don't know how to, turn that off. There's a lot of people that are just comfortable with being that way. They just take, and don't even matter. I used to be that type of person in my life when I was very young, and it was like, I didn't care. And it wasn't even about being that harsh or whatever, but I had my moments where I didn't care about how my actions may have affected somebody else and didn't care. And now it's like what we're going through with this 19-year cycle of your clearing, but also a lot of different things that's coming up in your life that you have done, maybe towards yourself, towards other people, just anything. And, a lot of times those things are like very cringy, because there's times I'm like, dang, I just didn't care because I felt like, I said what I said. I did my own actions, even when people may have felt some type of way and did something positive for me. But I'm still thinking in my mind about the tripe they did, even though we were supposed to forgive and forget. I went ahead and dropped that bomb on, like, I don't give a it would be one of those type of feelings. And it was just like, you wrong for that. Even though you can't be able to change that situation, now you're knowing what you can't keep doing, or you had to learn what was that lesson that I need to learn from the actions that I may have hurt somebody in that way, because they could have been really genuine in your life, and those are the things that really has allowed me, for these, it was like what I'm almost close to. No, these things are just clearing for me to have that deeper understanding. So it's just like going through all those different things. It gives you that deeper understanding on certain things that has happened. It was like, dang, that was like a touche button. It's like, you've done this before, trying to handle this. And a lot of times he's just telling you person, and you trying to sit up here and fight this big bully. And then it's just like that. You had that one person is that your ride or die that will never allow you to get into nothing. If you're going through it, we go back like 4 flats, and it's like that. And that's how God wants you to be able to do, because there's so many different things, and see you occupied on things that is out of your control, things that it was only supposed to be a here and there, touch and go and leave, and you still lingering on that. I've been there. I'm still working on that. And it just makes me feel really good, and at times it can really feel like that, because it was just like, when I heard that, usually, like, if you hear something, you hear that saying, that there's some people that just don't know when genuine walk in the room, you can be, it doesn't matter about where that person live at, what side of town they live on, where their job is, how much they get paid an hour. If that person is genuine towards your life, you allow you embrace that, and you embrace it with a lot of blessings, because that don't come in the norm. You don't know what somebody's true intentions are about you until you experience that connection through all levels. And those are the things that God wants to be able to know, because everybody's coming in our life is a part of that process. The ones that's sitting up there to try to seek and destroy is a part of that process, and I see different things is going on towards the next generation, like with my children and stuff like that, even for the things that I'm trying to transform into my life, and just being able to say thank God, because there's times I've had to go through tears, just cried, and just say, God, I may not understand this, but I'm just giving it to you. And that's all you can really do. And I had to tell people that, because there are certain times people will press your buttons to make you want to fight, make you want to do other things to them, or just wish all on them. And then you have to understand, and I have to remind myself, some people are just walking in their own punishment. You are here on this planet. You're that chosen one. Many are called, but only few are chosen. You are that one they selected for you to be that show all, tell all, just from your actions, not telling in words, but show within the actions. You can go through so many different things in your life, but you always have a choice with it. And I tell people, yes, you could have been going through many years of abuse. It could have been any kind of way. And you already know it's just on YouTube. You can't be talking about certain ones, but it can go through the line of, don't use that as an excuse for you to wish hell on somebody's life. Because, a lot of times we place that burden on somebody that ain't even the person that caused that situation. And that's what's wrong with the world today, and we have to be able to allow ourselves to say, when is that change going to allow us to, take place? It shouldn't have to get to that point where every person you have touched base with has to be very toxic. You can, a lot of people can learn from the fact is when they can see where you came from, the things that's been placed on you, what you allow people to see within that experience of your story that you're telling, and then the actions behind that. Yes, everybody is went through something in life. Some people have a blessed, upbringing in their life, and some of them are very detrimental. And it's just like at this point in time where there's people that I've exited out my life right now. You're going through a huge transformation right now, so history is going to come back and repeat itself in your graces, and it's just going to be able to tell you, is this person that you want to be able to deal with? Or you can even if it's somebody who knew they're stepping in your life and doing something, because there's so many people, it's just like you want to be able to have friends that they connect with people that is within the enemy. You can't do that. You cannot do that. It was at a point where I had that. I said, oh, it ain't nothing personal against y'all, but I can't be friends with somebody who is my enemy, because you never know where that person's loyalty lands at. And my loyalty ends with me. It starts with me and begins with me, because regardless of what I go through on with that person, I'll tell somebody real quick. Sometimes I don't even tell you. I just cut you off and you're like, damn, Roslynn, I can't even talk to you. It's a reason, and it may not even have nothing to do with you. But if you associate with people that I know they ain't got no good mind for me, or no good, good intent for me, I'm going to just have to cut you off and let you deal with that. I ain't going to make you choose, because I'm going to choose myself. I ain't going to be no runner up on nothing. I'm going to choose me, and I have to do that because there's so many different things that happen in my life where I always put somebody else's happiness and somebody else's loyalty before my own, for me being loyal to myself. Oh, this is a whole new year for me. Even if it's in the middle of the year, it's going to be a big one for me. But I appreciate everybody's coming in my life, and you have to be able to do that within yourself as well. And there are so many different things that may have taken place in your life, and you're just like, why are these people so horrible to me? Or, why are these things keep happening to me? And a lot of times it's not happening to you, but it's happening for you. And a lot of times we're looking like, I didn't ask for that though. No, you didn't have to. But a lot of times that's where your strength is truly coming from. And I have to remind myself of that, because there'll be so many times I talk to my mirror, and it's like me telling myself, you're a very genuine person. There's a lot of people that admire the heart and the strength that you have. And there's a lot of other people that want to destroy that, because they know that there's people out there that admires you. They look up to you. You're giving that person that you're the mascot, you're the ambassador, the advocate, to be able to show people, even though you're damaged, don't mean you got to stay that way. And a lot of people feel like, oh, my life has been like this for a whole life, and you want to stay that way. So that's your reason for crapping on everybody. No, everybody got a choice on that, and those are the things that shows that, there's going to be people that are going to love you for the boldness that you put out in the world, for you not worried about what the next person think or what their opinion is going to cast out on your life or what they're going to say. There's going to be people that are going to like me. There's going to be people that are going to say something very good about me. And there'll be some that want to have that smug look on their face and want to make sure they paint me up as any other person than what I truly project right now. And it's like, yes, I've had some horrible moments with people. I ain't even going to lie. And I was real bold about it too. And I had that I don't give up attitude. I didn't care. I felt like my honesty was the best policy for me, no matter how brutal it was. You have to be able to touch base on it. I'd rather you get hurt with the truth instead of a lie. But it was just me not being able to be mindful of how my actions are, even when it's somebody who just came out the way on me. There'll be times I use things around me, or I use my hands to get my point across. I say, I want you to understand what I'm saying. I want it to make it count, because if I hit you, I'm going to make sure it make it count. But now I'm at that time in my life, I'm not about to even let you, even if time was actually time, I'm not going to even waste that on you. It's either you are going to, what you showing me is either going to keep me in a situation I'm past ready to let go of, or is this going to set me off to another level? And you just don't know. You're always one decision of either keeping yourself in a situation you no longer need to be in, or it's going to catapult you into a life you have never imagined. And those are the things God wants you to be able to do. Whatever your burdens are, leave it to Him. Yes, it's hard for you to just walk away and let go of harshness, where people, it's like when you're trying to be cordial, or you're trying to be positive, or you're trying to keep the peace. Because I'm a type of person, I'll fight, but I ain't got no time for all that. You know, I ain't got no bail money. I ain't got no time. Nobody is worth all that. Even the people that was worth all that is not worth all that, you know, because when you step aside and give God those worries, that hurt, that pain and stuff, and say, God, I'm going to stay fixated on what you want me to do that's better for myself. You know, when I feel things that are, you know, are really heavy on my heart, I want to sit up here and, you know, allow me to let go of things that is breaking my heart, that's breaking yours, to watch me go through, you know, and allow you to, you know, you to take control over that, even though he's in control of that anyway. But a lot of times we stand in the process of that, and we always try to wonder why things happen the way they do. Because a lot of times we stand in the middle of the battlefield, you know, taking them shots when God told you to just duck, and you just started getting hit, you know. And those are the things he wants you to be able to understand. You know, when you allow what other people have done to you is direct reflection on how they beat themselves up every day, you know. And a lot of times there'll be people that are very brutal with their actions that they place on you, make you feel like, oh, ain't nothing good coming out of your life. Nobody gonna do you like I do you. And you hope to hell nobody give your love towards yourself. That love that you gave towards people that wasn't reciprocated, this is that time to give it to yourself. You know, if you're going to think about the past, and I have to remind myself that because those wounds were very deep, you know, allow myself to really see this and really allow myself to know you are bigger than what people try to place you in that box to be. They messed up when they placed that mask on you. They sit up here and create it for you, because that mask don't fell off. You're allowing the veils to get snatched off, but you're disturbing a lot of people's illusions. But you still keep on shining. Keep doing that, you know, and just allow yourself to know, even if there's certain things that are really hard to bear right now, they're not going to always be that way. And I have to tell myself that, you know, when you allow yourself to get out of that loop of what you're going through, you have to understand, you have to prepare. And you have to remind myself that, prepare. Because when you allow yourself to say, I'm not going to keep going through the things that I go through, I'm not going to keep allowing certain things to bother me, I'm not going to keep allowing myself to address something that people clearly know what they're doing. You know, when you do that, the devil going to bring all type of situations to you. You know, it's going to be a distraction from you away from them blessings, because you're coming very close to them. And that's the reason why hell is hitting hard right now, you know, for you. So those are the things, when you allow God to just, you know, there's a lot of time I'll be having to sit here like, Lord, whoo, you know, I have to be that. And he's like, oh, it's okay. You know, it is okay. You know, and there's so much change is going on in your life right now. And that with the full moon phase is all about what is hidden will become clear. And these are the things that you're going to have a deeper understanding about, because you know deep inside what your truth is. You know what deep inside, what kind of, you know, certain decisions you have to take place. But it's all about you being in alignment with, you know, with your truth. And I have to be able to allow myself to be straight on that alignment. You know, even if it's cockeyed, I want to be straight on that alignment, because I know, you know, you can sit up here and say, I deserve this, I deserve that, I deserve this. You can say it all day, but is your vibrations meeting up to that standard? And those are the things that God wants you to really understand. There's so much beauty that's about to blossom into your life, but a lot of times you have to be broken to bloom. So I hope you are able to resonate with the content of this video, y'all. I'm about to go ahead and get prepped, because I know, yes, in a few more minutes, there probably, what is it? I guess 5 more minutes. Well, actually 6 more minutes. I will be starting my my live Heyoka live chat. If you would love to come through, I would love to be able to connect with you. I'll leave all my contact information in the description box below. I have not been doing, y'all, I have not did a podcast in like a week and a half. But, you know, even if you would love to stop by, I know I probably got about 40 or 50 of my podcast there. But, you know, I will leave that link in the description box below. But I would love to give a post notification shout out to Susie Derivs. D-Virus. I don't know how to pronounce your last name, sis, but I apologize for that. Drea W, much love to you. Lucky Guy, 218. Billy Gredler, much love to you, as well as Torias. Blessing LLC, and I am Bethla, Daughters of Yah. I apologize if I messed that up too. And Crystal Wardrip, much love. If you're new to the channel, much that the community has really been raising rapidly, and I appreciate that. And that made me feel good even when I did videos in a few weeks. Well, actually a week. So much love to you. God bless on anything that you are, is really heavy on your heart and mind. Know that you will be getting through this, and you'll actually be coming out better than you thought you were, just because of the fact is you're going through it and you haven't stopped, even when you felt like it. Keep moving. So I hope you have a blessed, safe week. We're almost at the weekend, one more day. So much love to you. Like and subscribe, share, tell somebody about the channel. I would love to be able to just connect with you on those type vibes on anywhere. But like I said, I'll leave my contact information in the description box below. Email me or whatever, because I know a lot of people do that when they don't feel comfortable with leaving anything on the tube of you, and they want to be able to discuss certain things with me. And don't worry, it's all confidential. Whatever I can help you with from my experience or what universe sends me to tell you, I always make sure I find the information you need to get a long way. And whatever you're working on to manifest within your life, I hope it comes so much bigger and better than you have before, even expected, or even predicted you will receive it. And even through social distancing, make sure you give out love, light, positivity, words, vibe, frequencies. You never know. All those things really take somebody a long way. And I will see you on my next video. Much love to you. Peace. God bless.